Right, hello, we are back for the YouTube. I've got my lapel mic on. Hopefully it makes the audio a little bit better in this gym, because filming in this gym normally is a fucking nightmare, but hopefully this makes it a little bit clearer. Now, it's Thursday the 8th of August. My foot is just about healed enough that I can put shoes on from the burn last week. It's been 9 days since I burnt it. Today's the first day I've managed to get a sock on that foot, so it's still covered in bandages, which you can probably see through the sock. I've managed to get a sock on, and I can get Birks on properly. Yesterday was the first day I did 10,000 steps properly. It's been a nightmare. I've not been able to shower. Yesterday was the first day I've had a shower standing up with my foot actually in it. The rest of the week I've had to sit down in the shower, my foot out, shower while sitting down like an absolute cripple, and then just like use baby wipes and shit to clean my foot because I just couldn't get it wet. So yeah, it's been a fucking hell. It's covered in 3rd degree burns. The skin's gone all black and shriveled up and it's fucked. It's still too graphic that I can put it in the video to show you. When it's fully healed, I'll put the actual scar in the video so that you can see how bad it was, because it is a lot worse than I thought it was last video from that full day of eating, but that's nearly there. So training's been a little bit hit and miss the last few days. I couldn't do legs properly because I wasn't allowed to put any weight through it aggressively, but since sort of Monday this week, I've been back to it pretty much fully. Now it's Thursday, so I've done push and posterior fully, RDL'd 180, absolutely fine, no problem. Today we're in for delts and arms, well, delt focused push day. So start with the delts, delt press first, and then into a bit of pressing to the chest. Big fan of this session at the moment. I'm running the Atlantis shoulder press, which you'll see, which has been specially adapted in a JP format. So it's got 2 loading points, which normally Atlantis only have 1. So yeah, I might try and send templates today, which might be a little bit ambitious, but I might just try it for the fucking video, because why not? Need to warm up with some lat raises, did some steps prior. What you'll also see is ESN have the new rucksack out, if you can see that, very nice. YKK zippers, literally just like, it's the exact same bag as Built for Athletes, just ESN branded and sold at a cheaper price, basically. Don't know if I can say that, but hypothetically it's similar to the Built for Athletes, but you know, I've used these military style backpacks for years. My old black one, right, is torn to shreds, it's got holes and the zips are broken. So to have a new one is sick. The ESM one, obviously all ESM branded, looks mint. A very low-key, dark green camo, so it's very nice. A bit different to your typical black one. Love that. Code Eagles, if you want to pick that up, it's really fucking cheap. It's like 100 quid, which for that style bag, at that quality, unbelievably cheap. 2 scoops of Crank Pump Pro gone in. I'll let you know what the discount is for ESN this week. So the day this goes live, right now, there is 20% off all proteins and 25% off Design Away. So a great sale to have, 25% off all your Design Away proteins. My 2 favorite flavors, cinnamon cereal, obviously, now's the perfect time to go and try that. And then also the Leon cereal protein. So I'll get Chris to put a picture on screen now. You know that Leon cereal, that like chocolate and caramel one? Fucking bangs. This whey protein is that. And it's got little crunchy bits in there as well, it's unbelievable. So I have that whey protein on my oats, my rice pudding, I have it with Cocoa Pops, with cereal post-workout, and I have the cinnamon cereal whey with like anything lighter, like a Rice Krispie or a non-chocolate flavored thing. Love them both. Go check them out. There's 27 or 28 flavors of Design Away, and they're all 25% off, so go pick up some. Great, great quality protein. But yeah, right, get into training. Things are going well. We're up to 235 pounds now in the morning, fasted. Again, I'll get Chris to put my recent check-ins on screen now so you can see, but we are looking good. I'm happy. Growing at 1 to 2 pounds a week. Training is fucking flying. Physique's progressing like shit. This is the biggest and leanest I've ever been by an absolute country mile. So feeling really good. Going to shift some weight today and have a good session. So cuff laterals to start, 3 sets. You know the drill. Let's get into it. But I need to warm up first, so. Right, you'll notice I brought that bench up there. And that's because what you want to do is keep a braced core, tight core, and then pull from the delts. Because if you create a big arch here and start pulling like that, you end up hitting a lot more trap. So you'll see people that will lift a lot more on a couple lat rows than me. They're arching back, going like that, and then just do a trap raise. It's all ego, it's not gonna go your side delts. So brace your core, and then pull, drag out, and pull through that medial head of the delt, and you'll grow way more. If you need some cuffs, hard body Code Eagles, best cuffs on the market. I prefer the narrow ones, they feel way better.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra.
Right. Started warming up on here. The fucking lapel might get in the way. Currently got 6 plates of side on. So as you'll see, right, this is the normal loading place. This is what every Atlantic shoulder press has. This big black metal frame has been bolted on, which adds a second loading point up here, which if you've used like prime machines, it's like that. Fucking hell. So basically that top one, it drops off a little bit as I get here, but it's really fucking heavy here just due to pivots and physics. You'll also see that I've got a back pad behind me, because if this isn't here, this Atlantic shoulder press is shit in my opinion, because you sit here, and then the head pad forces you like this, it's really fucking uncomfortable, and then I'm pressing out here or out here, both of which are just like in front of me. So if you want the shoulders, I want to be under it here, hence why I put this back pad in, which just changes that start position to a lot more delt and makes it a lot more comfortable on my rotator cuffs. So that's the idea here. Gonna work up to hopefully 10 plates aside, but I'll be honest, it feels pretty heavy warming up. Training has been flying recently, which means I have been beating the shit out of myself, which is, you know, been challenging, but good. I'm growing, so that's all that matters. So I'm gonna continue to walk here and then try and send 10 plates. We'll just do a JP set where I'd get like 3 fucking reps, but oh well. Right, in terms of what else is going on whilst we're warming up, in fact, let me do a set first and I'll talk. Feels all right. Yeah, in terms of what else is going on, so I have sort of planned out my season next year in terms of competing, what shows I'm doing, when prep's gonna start. Now, I'm not gonna go into detail and say what shows I'm doing, but prep's basically starting right now, subject to change obviously, but right after Christmas, so enjoy Christmas. Boxing Day prep begins, is the plan. So, yeah, that will give you an indication, like we are going early next year. So that's gonna be great, which means I've got about 20 weeks of this off-season blast to put some fucking size on and get to work, which is good. Gives me a nice sense of urgency, which is always nice. But yeah, I'm not gonna say what shows I'm doing. All I will say is I'm not picking small shows, right? I'm picking ones where I expect to be able to stand next to top 10 Olympians. Now, that's not me saying I expect to beat or be competitive with top 10 Olympians, right? I'm not delusional. However, that is the standard I want to be at, so I'm just gonna go and fucking compare myself to them and see what I need to improve to get there. To me, yeah, great. I will also do some smaller shows that hopefully I could be a bit more competitive in. That is also the plan, but the ones I'm really planning my season around and looking forward to doing are these bigger, notoriously competitive shows where I really will get to test myself against some top level athletes and see how far off I am. So that's the plan. Going to be a very big season. Very exciting that that's now in the date. I've got the timer set on my phone, so every single day I open my phone, it's got a little countdown telling me how long until the show. So we are getting to work, which is exciting. So yeah, now I just need to press some heavy fucking weight and build some shoulders. Yeah, buddy. Right, fucking, it's go time. A little bit of Lana Del Rey going on in the earphones. Typical Lana Del Rey enthusiast here, pressing templates on a Thursday afternoon whilst trying not to cry.
Cash, cash, cash. Get money. Spam, spam, bam. She wanna flip for the gram. She wanna take this beat on cam. She wanna part of this pull up. Soon as I bust the umbrella, fellas, I bet I'll pull up. Papi te paga los biles, nada más que quiero ese culo. Prefiero eso conmigo que yo te lo meto bien duro. I bought a Benz straight from the.
Well, that went surprisingly all right. Don't know how many reps that was. That was like 8, 7 or 8. I'll watch it back to write my logbook, but happy it moved. So I dropped it down to 7 total, 3 bottom, 4 mid, 4 top. Top set was 4 bottom, 6 top. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But went very well, that top set. I think that's 1 rep down, but a plate up each side, which is a stupid progression, so I'll take it. I'm gonna do, obviously, this back off set now, and then into the flat gym echo. So I've been running the flat flex leverage as the first press on my push A. Today's push B. So I'm running the gym echo flat press, which is a very similar one, just slightly heavier as the second movement on my push B. And it feels fantastic. So very happy with that, to stick with that and keep running that. Right, I would love to take longer rest times, but I'm absolutely going to piss myself. And I'm not, the toilets are like fucking a decent 4-minute walk from here. So instead of trekking, because I need to go downstairs next anyway, and to save some walking on my burnt foot, I'm just going to suck it up, do my set sooner, and then I can go and piss. God, I'm lazy. Welcome to the off season.
Look, started out hopeless, don't touch the road, now I'm over focused. Now my flow the coldest, I mean that shit and I ain't just trolling. Pocket full of green, ain't got enough, I ain't got enough. Need that baby money till my niggas lifting bottles up. I'm like, welcome to the good life. I came from top rhyming where it's banging if it's cooked right. Adding hot dogs and sardines, looking back it was all green. And I'm finna seize the day, I'm feeling like Carl Dean.
Fucking bastard. Right, as you can see, this is the flex leverage flat press. This is the gym echo one. They look the fucking same, and they basically are. This one's slightly heavier. I'd say that's probably my favorite overall, but they are both, 2 are probably my favorite flat presses of all time. The only one that probably comes close, in my opinion, would be the flat Nautilus Nitro, which is behind you now. That is also a fantastic press. In terms of neutral grip presses, these 2, in my opinion, are unmatched. This one has a slightly better handle position, I think. It just feels a little bit nicer. But this obviously has the unwrap mechanism as well, which that doesn't have. So basically, again, it's not black and white. They're both good for their own reasons, so I'm running them both. That I do as my first press on push A, followed by an incline. On this day, I do shoulder press first, because it's obviously shoulder day, and then I'll do the chest second. So this is the second press, the gym echo one. It is slightly heavier, but again, it feels fantastic, so loving it. You can see as it converges really nicely, which means your arms come closer together. Function of the pec is to bring the elbow across the midline of the body. So if you've got a press that diverges or just doesn't converge and just goes out here, like a flat bench press, for example, you're leaving so much growth on the table because you're not working all of the fibers in the pec through the full range of motion. You're not getting the pec fully short, so you're leaving stuff to be desired. Ruin the shot. Walk through it. Go on, I dare you. Fucking ruined, mate. So yeah, try, if you can, have the ability to find a press that converges. If not, you can use dumbbells and you can make them converge. I'm sure you're wondering how the house move has gone. It's not gone. I've still not moved house because there was an issue with the electrics board, which they only decided to tell me on key collection day. So it's all been pushed back. So the removal van I'd booked, the cleaners I'd booked for my current place to clean it before I leave, all had to be moved as well because they are incompetent, the estate agents. Or it is actually the landlord's fault. So that's going well. So yeah, hopefully move in sometime next week. Realistically, I'm not holding my breath. We'll see. Could be delayed a bit more, but yeah. Right, you'll notice that I've just clipped on my own seatbelt. Fuck off. So you'll see I'm belting in with a seatbelt. I don't have a code for seatbelts. Like, this is not a sponsored thing. Just bomb from Amazon. Seatbelt extender for fat people on an aeroplane. Pretty much just for me on an aeroplane, to be fair. I should probably take it with me next time I fly. That's the goal, mate. I need to get big enough this off-season that I have to use a seatbelt extender on a plane. But no, so it just adds stability, okay? And if you can add stability to pretty much any movement, you will get more out of it. So it's a very useful tool to have. You know, I use it for a lot of different movements. You'll find things that you can just use it for that you never even thought of. So it's a good thing to have in the gym bag. There's a few videos I want to do, because also I'm doing 2 videos a week now. Now, doing 2 training videos a week, probably not that interesting. In prep, yeah, sure. In the off season, I don't think you guys care that much. So I'm going to try and do it. It's always going to be 1 training day video a week. Then the other will be either some food related video, or I think my next one, what I'm going to do, video that will be out after this one, will be like a breakdown of my entire training split right now and go through that. So just like a video at home going through stuff. One of those could be at some stage just going through my gym bag, all the different like attachments I have and stuff like that, and talk through when and how I use them and what for. If that sounds interesting, let me know. If it sounds shit, let me know, so I do it. But yeah, I think the next one will be a training split one, because I think that'll be... I did an Instagram Q&A the other day, and I must have had about 20 people ask what's the current training split. So to you 20 people, at least I'll get 20 views on a YouTube video. We'll see. Right now, we are 3 plates aside on the Gym Leco. This is a very heavy press. It's also with my chest training at the minute, you know, I've always been very strong with my chest. Used to be able to press, like incline dumbbell press 70s when I was like 18. 70 kg that is, by the way, so like 150 odd pounds. My chest was awful. I had nothing to show for it. And that's where I say to people, you know, does the weight you can lift, is that, you know, reciprocated in the look of your physique? Do you look like you can lift that weight? When I was 18, no, I did not look like I could press 70 kilo dumbbells, which means I was a bit of a power lifter, okay? There was issues there with form, with engagement. I wasn't training the muscle, I was training my ego, basically. And yeah, it was fun, and yes, I did grow from it, but nowhere near as much as I'm growing my chest now by stripping back the weight and actually feeling the muscle work and focusing on that connection, focusing on that convergence, like I said before, and pressing with my chest rather than just trying to move weight from point A to point B. So, you know, if that is you right now, great, get strong, have a bit of both. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be black and white. If you enjoy training like heavy and just shifting weight, do it, because you will still get some benefit from it. But you also, if you want to bodybuild, you need to put a little bit of more intelligent movements in there, perhaps, where you're focusing more on feeling and connection and growing the muscle rather than just shifting weight. But I certainly do both. You know, you'll see me on leg day, I'll send some stupid heavy set of hack squat or pendulum squat. Even pressing, like I've just thrown 10 plates on a shoulder press. Did I feel my shoulders working perfectly throughout that? No, of course I didn't. But it was good enough form and it was fun, so I did it, okay? And I'm gonna grow from that. Could I grow more? Yeah, sure. Would I do that for a weak area like my back? No, probably not. But my delts are a strong point, so I can afford to have a bit of fun with my training there and not worry too much. But my chest certainly is lacking compared to my delts, so it needs bringing up, so I'm not gonna do the heavy ego sets on chest. For now, anyway. Come back in a month or two when I'm like throwing like 5 plates aside in there. Right, as ever, the cable stack I wanted people are using, so make and do, using the Prime. Normally this has been a standing fly on the Cybex Bravo, but switching up, we're gonna do an incline fly with the Prime fat handles. So I've already done a flat press. This is the only other chest work I do today. Just a fly, so I'm gonna just run this into the ground 3 sets. Fuck up my chest, basically. You know. if anyone's ever listened to Dr. Mike Israel, listen to a lot of his work. This one is just rinsing the stretch as much as possible, so coming as literally as wide as I can, stretching, and then focus on a nice squeeze at the top. Not that many reps, also it's not that heavy, but fucking hell, the connection I get to my chest, it is lit the fuck up and very pumped. You just can't tell because I'm slightly fat right now. I've put my rib vest from VQ on. These have just restocked in an absolute shitload of new colours. There's a stone, a brown, a light blue, and like a greeny blue, plus the white and black that they originally had. Best fucking rib tanks you'll find. They're a longer fit, but they also hang low enough so you can see your lats that come out. So they are honestly fantastic. I live in them when training. I'm wearing a XL right now. 5'9", 236-ish, 235-ish right now. I was wearing a size XL still when I was 220 and also when I was 245. So there's a good range in there, good fit. So they're fucking just fantastic. Code Eagles. Right, I'll film the back off set and I'll do the third set without the camera. I did my back off on the Jim Lacko press as well, by the way. I'm just trying not to film every single set because my camera is gonna die. And I didn't bring a spare battery because it's packed for the house move that never happened. Life's going really well, if you couldn't tell. And now I've got to look like a dickhead trying to get this on the handle. Oh. Oh my fucking hell. Right, fucking hell. Next up is the prime lat raise superset with the Atlantis lat raise. So a lat raise superset, the exact same movement twice. This one you're doing it on your elbow. So I pull up like that. That one I'm gripping and ripping. Feels slightly different. That one drops off a lot more in the short. This one, yes, you can manipulate it, but I don't. Feels mint, just do them both. I prefer these two to a dumbbell lat raise because I don't have to grip really anything on there. You do, but it's like a different sensation. So superset these two. I'm only going to film one set of it. I do two supersets. Then it's into triceps. The only other thing I forgot to update you with my foot is I went to the GP and got antibiotics to prevent infection because there is literally just a massive open wound that 9 days later has not scabbed at all, is still just bleeding constantly. So I got antibiotics to prevent that from getting infected. So far I've not got an infection, so clearly that works, but it does mean they have wrecked my digestion. Obviously, antibiotics kill all of the bacteria within your stomach. Your gut biome is full of healthy bacteria that breaks everything up and breaks it down. So when you start taking antibiotics, it does affect that. Luckily, the ones that I'm on is, I can't remember the name of it, but they're narrow spectrum antibiotics, which is slightly more directed at sort of preventing bacteria and infections with wounds and burns and skin wounds. So it's not as damaging to the gut biome as opposed to like a I can't remember the name of the antibiotic now. But anyway, they're broad spectrum ones. The typical one you'll get when they aren't sure what infection it is, they'll give you a broad spectrum one to try and sort of cover all bases. They're the ones that are worse for your gut biome, but the ones that are affecting it, the way you combat that is with a probiotic. As you can imagine, a probiotic means it increases the healthy bacteria. So ESM probiotics, the one I'm using, it's got 4 human strains of bacteria in there, 15 million larvae per capsule. You take 2 capsules. So that is helping, but ultimately I'm taking 1 antibiotic 4 times a day. So I'm nuking my stomach basically, and I can feel it. I'm very bloated and digestion is just not digestioning. So appetite is in the mud a little bit, but at least my foot is still attached to my body. Wow. One more set of that, then triceps. Right, 3 tricep exercises. First one being a push down. This was already set up, so I'm just jumping on it because I spent far too long talking today. Em's finished the session already, so get through triceps. But I'd say I train triceps, lighter weight, higher volume, shorter rest times. Get through them. So push down, then we'll go upstairs, do a nitro extension, and then I'll do a dip to finish. 2 sets on here, 2 sets nitro extension, 1 set of dips to failure. All 5 sets hard to failure, but 5 working sets of triceps basically. Right, that is the full session. I'm going to do a bit of posing just here because my camera's going to die. There's someone drilling downstairs. My camera's going to die. I think Em's in the black room posing, so I'll pose out here. I'm 236-ish pounds in the morning. On antibiotics, I'm bloated as fuck. Don't even know if I'm going to be able to pull a vacuum. It's not going to be pretty, but who gives a shit? Next video will probably be me breaking down my training split. The America series will have now finished by the time you're seeing this. All 4 parts will be up. They've done great view-wise, so there's going to be more. I think I'm going to quite a few places in Europe later this year. Certainly 2 or 3. So we'll vlog all those as well and get different videos. Probably do a food challenge in each place we go to, because why not? Yeah, so next video will be the full training split. Any other videos like breaking stuff down, whether that's blood work, training, meal plans, anything like that you want me to do, let me know. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Boy, you were bad for me. But I don't care enough to make you my enemy. Boy, you did good leaving me then and there. 'Cause I'm better without what you call love, I swear. When you take a look at me, you only see what you wanna see. Somebody who